Creativity is entering a new era as AI, and so we're investing in AI. Generative AI, Mark AI
assistant.
That wasn't a trailer for a science fiction movie. That was Adobe MAX 2025, the year that AI took the stage. It's just crazy to me because every demo, every announcement, every slide had one thing in common: AI. But someone like me who live in the world of brand new visual identity, I can't help but wonder, is this the future or is it just a new buzzword? All right, so let's break it down. So I'm trying to break down the things that caught my attention and that applies to me. If it's something I didn't mention that might apply to you, then I suggest you go check out the Q&A yourself. But here are the things that I saw that I could possibly use in my workflow. Right, so one of the things that Adobe introduced that I thought was interesting that maybe I could apply to my workflow was something called Firefly Boards. It's this AI workspace for ideation and collaboration. And honestly, this really caught my attention because in my workflow process, we build a strategy, then we take that strategy and turn it into stylescapes. So this could be my new, I'm gonna experiment with how can I use Firefly Boards to possibly replace my stylescape process or at least integrate it somehow. Because currently, I love stylescapes, I like doing them, but it takes time to go into all these websites, Pinterest and whatnot, and look through all these images and uploading them and then having to do that 3 times or 5 times. I normally do 3 to 5 stylescapes, but if I could upload the client's brief, maybe a couple of images for each stylescape and then have Firefly board to generate multiple boards over and over again until I find the perfect one to present to my client, that could save me honestly lots of time. If it works the way I think the way it works. I still don't know if it will replace my entire stylescape process, but maybe it could speed up the ideation process. It could be faster or it could even be more collaborative. If I want to bring another designer from one of my friends or one of my designer friends, or I don't know, I may bring in the client, do it remotely, and they could be in there working with the boards together, figure out which stylescape approach or which visual direction I want to take. I don't know, I have this idea running in my head right now, so let's see how that works out. But there's some concerns I have with it. Because right now, Adobe didn't say anything about any safeguards, anything that prevents somebody to steal the work of somebody else, upload it, and make it their own. Like, for example, let's say somebody steal the work of Paul Rand, take a copy of all their logos, all the logos Paul Rand design, feed it to the custom AI workspace, and then just prompt it to make a logo for a car company, I don't know, based on the designs of Paul Rand. It's like, are there any safeguards? They'll be thinking like ways to prevent that to happen, because that's the only thing that's concerning me. The only thing that really raised a red flag when I saw that feature. I thought it was cool, but they need something to prevent that from happening. I can see people using that and taking people's work and calling it their own. All right, so Photoshop AI updates. Now, me personally, I don't use Photoshop that much. I should use it to retouch photos or do some corrections or erase some things. But some of the AI tools that I saw that I really like was the upscaling. Like recently right now, I found an old picture of my mother and I did some retouching and I upscaled it and it worked really, really good. So I can see photographers maybe finding old film photos and putting it in there and upscaling it. That could be something really, really useful. Or maybe for designers, maybe they have an old image and they want to upscale it, maybe for a billboard or whatnot. So that upscaling tool I can see really, really useful. I really like that. I think the best use case scenario of AI that I saw was using AI to name your layers. I mean, I know you're a pro and I'm a pro, so we name our layers, right? But no, that's a really, really good, helpful tool. See, right? Things like that where AI could take like the really annoying things like naming your layers and taking that process and automating with AI, that's where I see the best use case scenario for AI. Like all those little tasks, like I have so many tasks that I hate doing in Photoshop or Illustrator or wherever design software. And if I could send that off to an AI to do it for me, like putting names on my layer, time saving. I mean, normally I always name my layers, of course. All right, Illustrator updates. Of course, my favorite software, the one I use all the time as a logo designer, brand designer, whatever you want to call me. Now, I was blown away with that new feature. I think it's called turntables or turntable. Yeah, I think it's called turntable. But wow, that thing is freaking amazing. Like, especially you, an illustrator, that thing could save you, that new tool could save you so much time. Like even I'm trying to think of how I could use it. So maybe if I'm designing a logo, it's like a mascot logo. Exactly, a mascot logo. If I design a mascot logo and I wanna have different version of that mascot logo, maybe in different position, different angles, man, I want to save so much time with this new tool. Just grab your little mascot. You could turn them in different angles. You can make multiple copies. I think in the stage they did like, 30 copies at different angles. Man, designing mascot logos just got a lot more easier, a lot more fun, a lot more creative. This is where I think AI is good for design work, because if I could speed my workflow process, at least with that tool, I could at least have like ideas of how I could line up the mascot logo, or maybe it doesn't have to be a mascot logo, maybe something else, maybe an illustration. Yeah, this really feels like a game changer for illustrators or logo designers, mascot designers, anything. I love this tool. I can't wait to try it out. All right, so Adobe introduced this new thing that I'm kind of conflicted of it. Let me explain what it is. So it's a custom AI workspace, and the idea is you upload your own assets. So the example they use, they had like different posters or something like that, and they uploaded all the assets, and then you can use the AI to make a new asset based on your own assets, which I thought that actually pretty cool, because imagine a brand hires you, or working with somebody to develop their branding or their visual identity. If they have established assets already, you can use that asset, bring it into their workspace, and start developing them, evolving it, but still have like what's that word? Cohesive? Yeah, cohesive. Maybe you want an effect from Photoshop, then you just grab that effect, apply it there, or you want an effect from Illustrator, an effect from other program. I guess and then you like node it together. I'm not really quite sure how it works. It's interesting, but I don't know. I gotta get my hands on it and play with it and see exactly what it does. Based on the demo that I saw in the keynote, it reminded me of kind of like Adobe XD, that when you have like different pages, you want to animate them, like connect the nodes to one page to connect to the other page. That's what it kind of looked like to me. And also kind of like with DaVinci Resolve, where you that node workflow. So I'm guessing that's what it is. Based on the demo, it's like you just take the tools you need for depending, for what you want for each program. You kind of make your own little custom node workflow. It's interesting, it's cool. I don't know how that could work for my workflow for logo and brand identity. I gotta get my hands on it, test it out, figure it out, and see if it's something that useful. It's like, I don't know, I should gotta wait to see, honestly. All right, Adobe MAX 2025. This really wasn't about new features. This really was about redefining the creative process itself. But one thing is clear, AI isn't just a fancy tool anymore. It's a collaborator, a critic, a chaotic roommate. But the real question is, how do we stay human in a workflow that is getting smarter every day? Some people say AI is a threat, others see it as an opportunity. Maybe it's both, I don't know. Either way, one thing's for sure after this keynote, AI is not going anywhere. So the real challenge isn't whether AI is gonna replace creativity, but it's how we use it to amplify what makes our creativity human. All right, I'm Xavier, and this was my takeaway on Adobe MAX 2025, the day the AI took the stage. All right, so let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for the new updates, or are you just scared of what AI is about to unleash in the world? Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. See ya.